Welcome, everybody. My name is KREEL Hutchinson, and
I'm Kristen.
we wanted to welcome you to our Blue Gold blueprint to creating happiness and making a six-figure income in the next 12 to 18 months with our opportunity.
Yes, and we just wanted to invite everybody to, if you haven't already, grab a pen and a piece of paper in case you want to take notes, because we're going to give some really great tidbits. And also we're going to ask you to participate in a few small exercises.
So put away your cell phone, kind of turn off other apps if they're operating in the background. Do give yourself the opportunity to really get the most out of what we have to offer here. We hope to keep it to about 35 to 40 minutes, so it's going to be short and sweet. But literally, this information transformed our lives in a massive way when we got exposed to it 8 years ago. So stay on board. If you need to ask any questions, you can pop it into the chat window, and we'll either get to them immediately or we'll cover them at the end of the presentation. So
here we go.
Yeah, we want to mention that results aren't typical, so don't be typical. We're going to be talking about income that we personally have made and that we have been involved in witnessing and seeing other team members create. So this is not typical results, but who's looking to have average and typical results anyway?
Exactly.
So if you want more out of life, then you're in the right place.
Great. So we are KREEL and Kristen. This is a picture of us in Egypt when we made one of our dreams come true and traveled to this part of the world. We are here to help you live fearlessly and happily so that you can achieve whatever your heart desires. Obviously, we love to travel the world, and we also have a six-figure and growing business with Enagic.
Mm-hmm. And I can honestly say it was the best financial decision of my life when I got involved with this. And it was also scary becoming a new business owner and all the trials and tribulations of being an entrepreneur, but I'm happy to say it was well worth it. So
this is one of those moments where we're going to ask you to take out your pen and your paper, and we're going to do a little exercise. This is just dreaming a little bit. So just center yourself in your heart, and I'm going to ask you this question. What is it that you really, really, really want or need in your life right now? What brought you to this presentation? So I have a list of some things here that might resonate with you, and you might have your own list. But just go ahead, take a moment and write down what it is that brought you here. What is it that you really need?
Mm-hmm. Some of us, end up seeing this presentation wanting to create a way to get an extra $500 a month. That would be the getting head above water kind of breaking point in just moving things forward for you and potentially your family. Some of us seeing this might
want a Tesla,
which is a bigger aspiration. Paying off a student debt or credit card debt. In today's world, it seems like, especially Canadians, we have lots of that going on.
Yeah, vacation. Some of you might want a vacation or a home, a first-time homeowner. Or just get yourself out of that 9-to-5 grind that's exhausting you every week. Or we're looking at retirement. KREEL and I are we're 40, so we're looking a little bit ahead and looking to how can we really protect ourselves for retirement, right? So having enough money in the bank that we can comfortably stop working.
Sweetheart, I haven't even considered it that far ahead. More my interest is, how do I maximize the next 25 years of my life before I even think about retirement, so that I really live life on my terms rather than, getting cards dealt to me and that I got to live with. So when I was looking at this, I had a big dream, and the revenue that I was making, the jobs I was looking at, the debt I had, spinning my wheels, I felt lost, defeated, and really unsure of where I was headed. When I saw this opportunity, I had ambition and I had discontent, and it provided a wonderful opportunity for me to really take action.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that everyone has at least a small list of things that they really want, right? So just keep that in mind as we go through this presentation.
Perfect. So the key to what the information that we're going to be giving here is really, it requires the right mindset, and it's the right understanding of how income, revenue, business, is generated, really how wealth moves and is accumulated in today's modern economy. So here's the cash flow quadrant made famous by Robert Kiyosaki. And generally, our education system has done a very good job of creating us when we get out of high school and maybe even out of university to become an excellent employee. So we end up getting a job. And people are familiar with the acronym JOB, just over broke. Well, this is where 95% of the wealth on the planet, this is where 95% of the people exist on the planet and only 5% of the wealth. So there's no leverage here. It's completely linear, meaning you're trading your hours in your life for dollars. And at the end of the day, most people, can't really work more than 40, 50, maximum 60 hours a week for very long. So you're always going to be limited about how much income you can create. Now, some of our entrepreneurial employees start to become self-employed, and they actually create their own job. Usually it's more stressful. They might work longer. They have less benefits, but they are in control to a certain degree of how they're trading their hours and their dollars in life. Once again, there is no system and there is no leverage. So you're only going to be able to produce what you can physically create in your time. You might have a few employees, you might have a small self-employed, contracting thing, but you're really going to be limited. Here is where the big mind shift needs to move out of employee over to being a business owner. A business owner, the key to this is you own a system. The system does the heavy lifting for you, right? And in our system that we're presenting here, you're able to create an independent sales force. So you're inviting other business owners to mutually support and work with you so that you can create true leverage. I love this definition of leverage. I would prefer to have 1% effort of 100 people than relying only on 100% efforts of myself. Think about that. In one day, the maximum amount of hours I can work is 24. But what if I had 24 people all working 2 hours? Then I've doubled my production. And in a system, at being a business owner, you're able to leverage this type of productivity by growing a large team and organization. So that's exactly what we're offering you here. Once you hang out being a business owner long enough, you're going to kind of generate the kind of income that now moves you into the final quadrant, which is being an investor, where your money starts to make you money. So here's the deal. Employees and self-employed are on one side of the linear income making. They're 95% of the world's population, but they control only 5% of its wealth. Whereas business owners and investors are only 5% of the world's population, but control 95% of its wealth. So let me ask you, which side would you like to be on? And more importantly, what side are you currently on? If you find yourself sitting on the employee or self-employed side outside of having a business system, then this presentation is going to really present you a wonderful opportunity. And if you are a business owner, it's time to lean in and take advantage of the system that you're going to see.
Yes, so the question is, do you want to continue hauling buckets of water by yourself? Or do you want to build a system in your spare time that flows constantly when you turn on the tap?
Of course. Let's stop trading the hours for dollars and get a system in place.
Yes.
So we're going to introduce you to Enagic. There are 6 ways to earn income here through direct sales, indirect, educational bonuses, team bonuses, monthly leadership, and quarterly leadership. Now, when you get started in your business, you're going to earn predominantly the income from the first and second position. So we're going to cover those right out of the gates. We're going to introduce you to the Enagic 8-point system. This is a patented compensation plan. We're going to talk about our top seller, the K8. It retails in Canada for $5,000. So there's 8 points of commission. Each point of commission is worth $340. So you can also imagine this as like 8 pieces of a pie. When the company sells a K8, 8 pieces of pie are given out to either 8 separate business owners, or it is possible that one business owner can actually take all 8 pieces. So we're going to explain how that works. So it's 8 times $340 is 2720, which is the total commissions that is given out in the system, which is approximately 50%, 56% of the total retail price. So you get started in your business, you make your first sale, you open up a 1A position, meaning you're now able to earn 1 point of commission, which will be $340. This is how you make money on the direct sale. When you make a direct sale to somebody, you also have the possibility for that person to either be a customer or a distributor. They decide that they like the product, they like the business opportunity, they're looking to make some changes in their life, and they start to refer it to other people. Any activity that this person does, you will be entitled to make 1 point of commission because they are in a 1A position for you. You have to make 2 mandatory 1A positions, so your first 2 sales, you're only earning 1 point of commission, and you're opening up pay lanes underneath them. So imagine your second sale, you make a sale to Sally. Sally loves the experience of the product. She turns around and makes 2 sales. Sally would earn $340 and $340, and you would also earn $340 on both of Sally's sales because you're entitled to 1 point in the position that you sold to her. Now, excitingly, on your third sale in the business, you get a promotion. Now you become a 2-point agent, and now you're earning $680 whenever you sell a K8, right? This is pretty incredible. Some people are looking to generate an extra $500 into their life to be the breaking point, to get above that breaking point. Literally, you could grow a great business on your third sale. You're earning over $600 for a sale of a K8, right? Exciting. Anyone that your third sale goes to a person named Sam. If Sam makes any sales, you're going to be earning $680 from any of his activity. So you get paid on the directs, which would be a sale to Sam, and you get paid on the indirect sales, the sales that Sam makes.
That's right. That's why it is a system that constantly flows. It's not just you carrying buckets, Sam and Sally, and you are all building a pipeline or a system to create this income.
And as we've seen from our 8 years experience, you will both have customers who are just interested end users, and then you'll have people that are in the middle, excited customers that will give referrals. They might want to just get their machine paid off. Or you'll have business builders that see the value here and they actually want to generate much more than just getting a free system. So on your 10 group sales, so you don't have to do them all yourself, this is in your entire business. On your 11th sale, or above, you're going to earn 3 points of commission, which is now earning over $1,000, $1,020 when you sell a K8. For me, these numbers really caught my attention years ago because I wasn't interested in making $15, $20, $40 every time a transaction happened in my business. What I was looking for was high income, high powered commissions. And that's exactly what Enagic offers here. At 20 group sales, on your 21st sale and above, you become a 4-point agent, and now you're earning $1,360 in our business.
Per sale.
I'll give you a little clue here. What happened to me, this took me about 6 months to sell 21 systems when I got started. And I introduced it to one of my oldest friends. He really enjoyed the technology. He saw the value in it and started recommending it to other people. Over the course of our 5.5 years in business with each other, he has recommended the product about 500 times to different people. And I have gotten paid at the beginning $1,360 on all those sales, all the way down to a very small percentage now. But I've still, from that one transaction, gotten paid over 500 times. I stopped carrying buckets of water. I built a pipeline, and that pipeline continues to deliver. That's what the system offers us. So at 50 group sales, 51 and above, you become a 5-point agent, and now you're earning $1,700 on a K8. So imagine this, you sell your 51st sale to your friend Kevin. Kevin comes in, buys a K8, you earn $1,700. Kevin sees the value, and everybody in his family has noticed some great health benefits quickly. So he sells 3 systems. He earns $340 on his first sale, $340 on his second sale, and then $680 on his third sale. From those 3 sales, because Kevin is in a 5-point laneway for you, you're going to earn $1,700, $1,700, $1,700. Now, do you think it's in your best interest to continue to work with Kevin and get Kevin to reach some of the goals that he has? Maybe he wants to pay off a student debt. Maybe he wants to buy a new car. Maybe he wants to get out of a business or a job that's really kind of sucking the life out of him and start something new. We are incentivized to work and partner with people to really make sure they win in what they are looking for. And in doing so, we can get paid very well in this business system. At 100 group sales, you become a 6-point agent, which is the highest amount of points that you can earn from any one sale, which is 6 out of the 8 points. Now you're earning over $2,000 when you sell a K8. So imagine this. You introduce it to a friend, Peter. Peter loves it. You earn 2040. He sells 3 machines. You earn over $2,000 on each one of those systems. Now, you'd pay attention to what Peter wants and you'd be working with him. So let me show you the power of this business and what had happened to me. The average 6A will sell between 8 and 12 machines, systems, in order to get to the rank of 6A. I sold 10 systems. The average 6A will make between $65,000 and $125,000. I earned $103,000. That took me 16 months. So 4 out of the 10 people were customers. 6 out of the 10 people were interested in the business. 2 of them got serious and still work with me today. So you don't need to think about selling 101 direct sales. We want to stop carrying buckets. We want to build a pipeline. You want to introduce it to people that are interested in either getting a free machine or starting to create a whole new income and revenue stream in their life. So that is the power of the 8-point system. But that was a long time ago when we did this. Today, we know things can move much faster, and we've been able to see some really great developments in the entire business and compensation plan. So let's take a look at that. When you get started, most people are thinking, how do I get to 6A? Which is great. But when I got started, I was thinking, how do I get to 6A 2-3? Because when I got introduced to this and they showed me the bigger picture, I was really impressed at where 4 to 7 years of great work could really drive us. So let me introduce you to this. When you get to 6A, the company will give you a $3,000 bonus. Right? When you help 2 people underneath you get to 6A, which means you're a 6A2, the company gives you a $6,000 bonus. Right? You continue to work with your team and show them how to build 2 legs is the key. Now you become a 6A2-2 and the company gives you a $12,000 bonus. You continue to work with your team, your organization, and eventually one day you get to the 6A2-3 rank. The company will give you a $25,000 bonus. They'll plant a tree for you in their retreat center and golf course, which is in Okinawa, Japan. And you will be entitled to $5,000 a month for life, which has a few incentives, but if you've gotten to this level, it's very easy to make sure that you're still qualifying for that. So when I saw this opportunity and thought about, wow, I'm going to work hard anyway. If I work hard in this system, I can potentially be rewarded for life from all the efforts that I do. And I'll be honest with you, at the beginning, it feels like you do a lot of things you don't get paid for. But when you start to move up in the ranks, you start to realize, hey, I'm starting to get paid for a lot of things I never did. And that is where the system, the power of the leverage comes into place. Now, with our very unique getting started process, we can show you how to do this in 1,000 to 1,500 sales, which is really not a lot in the big scheme of things. And where you see all of these yellow stars, we're going to show you that each one of these positions can actually be your own business. Because with Enagic, it's unique. Every time you buy a product from the company, it allows you to open up another business center. This additional business center will allow you to make more income faster and qualify for more bonuses long term. Now, I ask you, would you prefer to know how to start making money fast, or would you prefer to start in the slow lane? Most people want to know, hey, how do I do this faster? And we introduce you to the fast track to the blue gold. This is coming in with the trifecta, which means covering all 3 of our main products that the company has, right? You've got the K8, you've got the Ukon, and you've got the Anaspa. You can do all of this finance for about $250 a month. So that's how you can start a global business working with a water technology company that has points of distribution all over the planet and a very aggressive global expansion. And you can get started in that business as a prime partner for $250 a month. Let me just explain, if you're seeing this relatively new, the 3 products and their advantages. The Kangen, the best water ionizer that the company produces. It filters your tap water, getting rid of the contaminants. It ionizes and recharges the water. It produces massive amounts of hydrogen-rich antioxidants, which comes from a negative charge through our proprietary technology. The water is naturally alkalized because of the hydrogen, and it creates superior hydration at a cellular level, so increasing both health and sports performance. It creates 7 unique waters from a range of 2.5 all the way up to 11.5, and it's best at removing chemicals from our bodies, homes, and foods. So it's both a healthcare product and an environmental product. Retails for $5,000, but you can get it financed, depending where, from anywhere from $54 up to $125. The Ukon DD, which is our famous 100% organic turmeric product. It's an antioxidant, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-carcinogenic, and anti-mutationogenic. But it's best known for its anti-inflammatory properties. We take our turmeric, we mix it with vitamins, minerals, and oils, and we have a very special patented capsule which allows the absorbability to be at 98%, which is really remarkable and unheard of in the traditional supplement arena. Turmeric is extensively used in the pharmaceutical world, but we give you a high performance 100% organic product. It's $760 for a 4-month supply, and you can also finance through the company. And our third product that fills out the trifecta is known as the Anaspa DX, which is our deluxe home spa system. Filters the waters, removes chlorine and harsh chemicals that we would normally are bathing in. There's high-powered magnets in the bottom of the system, so this breaks down the water molecules. So it reduces the water, picks up a bit of a negative charge. There's activated therapeutic minerals core of it, so the water runs over these minerals inside the middle of the Anaspa, picking up a negative charge and picking up these minerals, so it creates a relaxing hot spring effect, more moisturizing and nourishing for the skin. This retails for $3,100 Canadian, or you can finance it for about $80 a month. So that is our trifecta. When you get started with the fast approach, you purchase all 3 products. You start with buying the Anaspa in your top position, which will be your #1 account. You purchase the Ukon and the K8, fulfilling your mandatory 2 1A positions. And you also earn commissions from your own purchases the first day you get started in business. So on day #1, you're getting paid $40 of commission, then $340 of commission from the K8, for a total of $380. Generally, people will finance their startup. So your business is costing you $250 to run a month, but you just made $380 on the first day of your business. So you're already in the money-making lane. With the trifecta, the first time you sell it to a new distributor or potentially a customer, we give you the promotion and you automatically become a 2-point agent. So now you're doubling your commissions because you've started in the trifecta fast lane. On your first 2 sales, you earned 1 point, but on your 3rd sale to a new distributor, now you're earning 2 points of commission. So if you were to sell a K8, you'd earn $680. And if you were to sell a trifecta, you would earn $1,120 from that transaction, right? So now things are really moving. Remember, it takes probably 8 to 9 sales of the exact same level that you came in at to totally pay off your product. When you start with a trifecta, it's a little bit less. It will actually take you from 6 to 7, right in the middle, depending on what people purchase coming in with. Now, as you continue to move in the business, you're going to be moving from 2A, eventually to 3A, and we want to encourage you to go all the way to 4A. 4A is where you're going to be making your 21st sale. And we're going to show you that you should purchase another product then, which is the Ukon. This will provide you with your second ID in the business. Now you're able to double your commissions by earning 2 commission checks in 2 different locations. So what happens? On your 22nd sale in the business, notice the 1A position underneath your UConn. You're going to be earning 1 point here, 4 points in the top position, so it's a total of 5. And if someone was to buy a K8, that would be $1,700. That is on your 22nd sale. That's the fast way to do it. If you were to do it in the slow way, it would take you to your 51st sale to make $1,700. So you're earning the same amount, but twice as fast. When you make your 23rd sale, you still earn 5 points of commission, but on your 24th sale in the business, now you're earning 2 points in the UConn number 2 position, 4 points in the top position for a total of 6, and now you're earning over $2,000 on a K8. Remember, it used to take in the slow lane to 101 sales. So you've done it twice as fast, even more so. This is only your 24th sale and you're earning what would normally happen at 101. So you're actually moving 3-4 times as fast. If you were to sell a trifecta here, someone comes in at the same level you did because they're wanting to start fast in their business, you would earn $3,360. Now, obviously, these are high-powered commissions that really catch people's attention. And the results are in.
That's true. So let's just take a recap of how awesome this entire business is. We have, obviously, as you've seen, very high-paying commissions. I think some of the highest I've seen in all of the companies that are available to us. There's no monthly cost, right? You have a one-time buy-in. There's no overhead. There's no inventory, which is so relaxing. You have a superior product regardless of whether you decide to join in the business or not. And it's literally, it's blue gold sitting there on your counter. Anytime you want to start your business, it's just waiting for you, right? It's a vehicle to physical health, but what was more important for me was a vehicle to my financial health. And it's a vehicle to fulfill our biggest dreams. If we go back to that very first slide, when I asked you to take note of why you're here today, it's because you have big dreams. We had big dreams. So this was the vehicle that has allowed us to really fulfill those, which is so amazing. Feels wonderful. It's happiness. It's living fearlessly. Mm-hmm. And there's no cap on how much you can earn in a year. We earn a certain amount, but you guys can earn 2-3 times as much. It really is up to you. There's no limit. There's no amount of hours that you're stuck at. That's the really exciting part.
When I got introduced to this, I was really inspired by the owner of the company, Mr. Oshiro, and his dream for Enagic. So let me just tell you a little brief background. Enagic is a 44-year-old debt-free company that is based out of Japan. They're an original equipment manufacturer building a certified medical device. So we're really talking about the highest standards. Mr. Oshiro saw the opportunity to take this technology from the hospitals to your kitchen. And 24 years ago, he built the first home unit. So they originally did not get into business to make home units and be in our current business model. It was really designed for the benefit of the medical system. But Mr. Oshiro saw a bigger vision. He realized that he could provide health, wealth, and peace of mind to anyone that chose to get into business with him. I know, Kristen, you really enjoy this. You want to share?
Which?
The idea of Mr. O and like these 3 aspects of people in the business.
My heart really melted when I heard his story because and when you meet him, he's just this incredible ball of joy and happiness, loves to have fun. So I really connected to that. But his dream was really that everybody on earth can achieve happiness and wholeness when we have our health accounted for, when we have our wealth accounted for, and when we have peace of mind. And I think he actually wraps them up. When we have our health and we have our wealth, it creates peace of mind for us. So we can move through the world in this beautiful way. And that's his dream, and that's why I love this business. Mm-hmm.
So this picture is really his humble beginnings when he was just getting started. He is now 77, 78 years old and is in fantastic health. And we're all invited to join him anytime at the Enagic Retreat Center, which is in Japan.
Okay, so this is, we get objections all of the time. What are some of the most common objections to starting with Enagic or starting with our team? And I'm going to list them off, and I'm going to tell you right away, I had all of these objections. So I'm not a good salesperson. I'm afraid that my friends and family are going to shun me. What if it doesn't work for me? It's expensive. I'm scared, right? So what I've learned through this process from this wonderful teacher, Grant Cardone, fear is just something, let me try that again. Fear is just what happens when we don't know something, right? So what does it actually take to succeed in this business, regardless of all of those objections? You need a big why, right? Something that lights you up. So I'm going to share my why. Why do I do this? Why do I do anything in my life? It's because I want to live fearlessly and happily, right? I don't want to be squandered or squashed by what I'm afraid of. I want to expand and move into and fulfill my dreams. And I also truly believe that everybody deserves to live like this. Everybody deserves to bust through their fear and live in happiness, or as Mr. Oshiro says, in health, wealth, and peace of mind, right? It's an absolute and concrete possibility for each of us to achieve these things.
When I took a look at this getting involved, my why was I was so sick and tired of not having the resources to allow me to live the life that I truly wanted to and actually felt like I deserved. Life is precious, folks. And if you're not satisfied with where it's at, you can take action and change it. And so that ambition and that, tension that I was feeling in my life at that point, I was really down. I saw this as the vehicle. So my why was really clear. I didn't care what people were going to think about me because they weren't paying my bills. The dreams that I had, no one was stepping up to help fund those. It really had to come from me. So I became unemployable. I became motivated, and I saw an opportunity to transform my life, and in doing so, really help other people with something I could be proud of. And that was inspiring to me. And that was the message that I took out into the world.
That's right. So what do we offer? What are we offering? This is a way to fulfill your dreams and your needs, those things that you wrote down at the beginning. This is a vehicle that can help you achieve those things, right? We have a wonderful community of like-minded people. Everyone's willing to help out. We have, it feels like a circle, right? We're all at the same table and we help each other out. There's a lot of love in this community. We have a system to follow so that you're not just hauling buckets. You're plugging into a system that you can follow step by step to build your own financial pipeline.
And I think this is really important because what I have seen in close to 8 years experience in Enagic is there's a lot of people that have gotten involved in different places, but they just never got plugged into the right resources and the right system and the right personal and professional mentorship to allow them to get their business going. And it became a frustrated experience along the way. Whereas we're really proud of the work that we've done in the last few years to organize all that we've learned and put it in an easy step-by-step system for a new person to get started and to really feel the support, so that this is your business and your success will really be determined by your activity, but you're not here to do it alone. And we've been able to create this wonderful community and resources around it, and you get one-on-one mentorship. We've got an excellent Facebook page where it's private so people can share their wins, their losses, what's happening, where they need help. We do weekly masterminds so that we're always in contact, and we are building for ourselves and with many, many team members, a financially secure future, which is available to anybody that wants to get started with us.
That's right. This is my favorite. We offer excitement, limitless potential, and fun. If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. I love doing this.
And what I really like to encourage people to see is this is a very long-term business because Enagic will outlive all of us. So any effort and energy that you put into growing a legacy here can actually truly be a legacy. You can will this on to children or family members or so forth. So you don't have to be worried that you're getting involved with something that the stability of the company, is in jeopardy. This is rock solid. And with that, we are dealing with a water technology that is transformative. And Mr. Oshiro's vision is very clear. We're going to have offices all over the world. Everybody drinks water. Clearly, when you improve the quality of your drinking water, you improve your health. It's good for the environment. It's good for cost savings. There are so many wins with this technology that it's only a matter of time before we make massive market penetration and really kind of blow the top off what Enagic is offering to the world. And you get to be part of that if you want to join the team.
Exactly. So what happens if we don't pursue our dreams? I think it's important to talk about this. We don't end up getting what we want if we don't take action on our dreams. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. Nothing will change.
Yeah.
It's the bottom line.
If I hadn't taken action and jumped into this 8 years ago, I wouldn't have met Kristen. I wouldn't have a piece of property in Mexico. I wouldn't have traveled all over the world. I wouldn't have met the incredible people that I do. I wouldn't have enjoyed the level of abundance and health and mindset that has allowed me to pursue some other really important hobbies and organizations that I feel passionate about. Mm-hmm. It has literally been the fuel for creating a life that I'm so wonderful to be part of. I'm so grateful for. And so our financial future, if I had not gotten involved here, was bleak and it wasn't getting any better. And I had lots of complaints and lots of suffering at the time, but you got to put that aside. And if nothing changes, then generally that affects our families, our children, and the people around us. So don't stay playing small. If you are watching this and you are motivated and have a big need, have a big why, and you realize things need to change. If they stay the same, it's going to get more painful. Then you've got to act. You know, you deserve it. You have to take some action and see, you know, go deeper, do more due diligence in what we have to offer here. So, are you ready to join the team and make your dreams a reality? If you are, generally at this point in the presentation, people fit into one of 3 categories. So you're either seeing this live or you're going to be seeing one of the replays. So you may have been invited by somebody to the presentation, most likely. So I invite you to get back to the person who sent you this, or get back to us if you can reach out and you need to contact one. If there is 3 levels that people usually fall into. Number 1, you're a number 1. This makes sense to you. You're an action taker. You're ready to move forward. You'd like to understand how the paperwork works, what products are available, how financing works, but you're ready to get involved and you're ready to make your purchase. You're a number 1. You're a number 2. You're interested. You want to perform a little bit more due diligence. Probably the best thing to do is book a consultation call with the person who invited you to check this out and to speak to one of their upline leaders, and they can explain the history, the story, get all of your questions answered. So take action. Go deeper with this. You know, it's not a hard sell kind of thing. We want people to be most informed so they make the best decisions for themselves and their family. Or you're number 3. You appreciate that this is happening, but it doesn't feel like a resonance for you. So it's kind of a thanks, but no thanks. But you may be in the opportunity that you know someone that might be fit for. So if you feel inclined, please offer a referral. You can get back to the person and say, hey, you know what, it's not a fit for me, but here's someone that it might be, and reach out to them. So you're either a 1, 2, or 3. At this point, we want to thank you for your time and for your presence here. We hope you got some great value, and I hope you see what we saw. You know, we saw a vehicle, we saw a system in place that would really allow us to stop carrying buckets of water and build a pipeline. And that pipeline will be able to roar at us for the rest of our life. And in doing so, we get to work with incredible people and transform many other people's lives. So we look forward to hearing your story and seeing how we can help transform your life.
Exactly.
So with that, we thank you and we wish you a wonderful evening. Get back to the person who sent this or make a comment in the comment section if you're seeing this on YouTube. Thank you so much and have a great evening. We'll talk to you later.